Are you happy?
Fuck no.
Why are you not happy?
Bro, my dog died before I came here.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. What about you?
Yeah, I'm happy.
행복하세요?
네.
행복하세요?
너무 행복합니다.
오케이.
네.
행복하세요?
네, 뭐 요즘에는 좀, 네, 행복하긴 하죠. 좀.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm on vacation, so I'm pretty happy.
Well, when you're not on vacation, what do you think?
Well, you know, it comes and goes.
Comes and goes. All right. Are you guys happy?
Yeah,
quite happy.
Yes, happy too.
Okay. What's happy in Chinese? Or Mandarin or Cantonese?
Chinese.
Mandarin, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
Mandarin?
speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
What? How do you say happy in Mandarin?
快乐。
快乐开心.
快乐. Okay. So I would say 快乐嘛.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you happy?
I'd say I'm happy right now. I'm doing I'm actually here visiting a friend.
Okay.
I'm in college. He's about to do his Korean military service. So just before he starts that off, me and some friends are visiting him. You know.
Okay. Well, you're kind of an interesting case because you're not Korean. But you like had a general interest in Korea before, or what?
I've loved traveling a bunch of different places around the world, and this is just another like great opportunity that like we're able to visit my friends. So I've had lots so far. I've been here for a few days, so looking forward to it.
Cool. So we're gonna get a little philosophical now, okay?
Okay.
What do you think is the biggest problem with society or the world in general? You can answer in any way.
Come back to me. I'll think of it.
But I'm still thinking.
그러면 그 사회나 세계를 바라볼 때 제일 큰 문제점.
문제점이요?
With society.
Yeah.
You guys said they were good college.
But you'll have like editing, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can. Yeah, we have time.
자유롭지가 않다.
자유롭지가 않다. 어떤 면에서? 약간 사람이 표현할 수 있는 그런 사는 그런
것도 그렇고 돈 버는 것도
돈 버는 거 하고 표현
행복이 좀 없지 않나.
행복이 좀 없지 않냐? When you see the world or society, what's the first problem that comes to mind?
Vast wealth inequality.
Okay, wealth inequality. And how should we fix that, or is there a way to fix that?
Well, there's a very that's a very complicated question. You know, that's a master's thesis, bro.
That's a question that causes wars, huh?
Yeah.
저는 약간 사람마다 그 해외처럼 스몰 토크 같은 게 있으면 좋은데 다 너무 약간 좀 낯을 가려서
안 그래도 제가 막 인터뷰 하려고 했는데 되게 쑥스러워. 특히 한국 사람들이 그래서 스몰 톡이 진짜 없나 보네요.
네.
그러면 약간 사람들의 소통의 문제.
네.
I mean, there's a couple different schools of thought. I do think like a certain level of government intervention in how the economy is run can be beneficial in that. But
Fantastic.
yeah,
Let's scoot back just a bit because you're getting shaded by this thing.
yeah, no
Okay.
worries.
Let's think about it.
I think about it. What problems are there? I don't watch the news, bro. I don't actually know.
That's good. I don't watch the news. What would you say is the biggest problem with the world or society?
Oh boy, that's a
It's a tough one, right?
yeah. Let me think for a sec.
Yo, what's the problem right now with society? You guys are the
It's actually kind of crazy because you guys look Korean, but
Oh, we're Korean.
oh, okay. But you live in Australia.
Yeah.
Okay. 오케이. 그러면 사회나 세계를 바라볼 때 제일 큰 문제점이 뭐라고 생각하십니까?
너무 사랑이 없다.
오, 사랑이 없다. 왜 그렇게 생각하세요?
너무 혐오가 만연한 것 같아요. 갈등이 많고 갈라치기가 많고.
그러면 약간 사람이 좀 어떻게 보면 생각에 깊이가 없고 좀 너무 많이 무시를 한다? 서로 약간 이런 느낌인가요?
너무 이기적이다 조금. 뭐 근데 그럴 수밖에 없긴 한데 현대 사회가 조금 더 남을 생각하면 어떨까.
Wait, you like problems with Korea or the world?
You can answer in terms of Korea too. Just whatever you think.
I don't know shit
comes
about
to
Korea,
mind.
bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, like so when you think society and you think problem, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I'm gonna cook up for you, but like,
Yeah, cook it up. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? He wants to know what you're cooking, bro. 그러면 그 세계를 바라볼 때 아니면 사회를 바라볼 때 제일 큰 문제가 무엇인가라고 생각합니까?
가장 큰 문제 자기가 한 것에 대해서 제대로 보상을 못 받는 경우 그런 게 좀 있지 않을까.
그러니까 뭐 사회는 너무 열심히 하라 그러는데
네.
그거에 제대로 된 대가를 안 준다 이 뜻인가요?
보상이 좀 제대로 안 되는 것 같기도 해서요.
일하는 입장 그런 느낌인가요? 일할 때 뭐.
네, 근데 이건 또 이제 기준을 세우는 게 또 너무 어렵긴 하다 보니까.
그렇죠.
그래서 저도 정확하게까지는 잘 모르겠어요.
그래요. 그러면 뭐 혹시 이걸 생각한 이유가 뭐 다른 나라를 볼 때 좀 더 보상이 더 좋다 이렇게 생각을 하셔서 그렇게 생각이 된 건가요?
아니요, 어딜 가나 그냥 전 세계적으로 비슷한 문제인 것 같아요.
아주 현명하군요.
You don't know shit about the world. Be honest.
So whatever you think comes to mind.
Well, so far what I've appreciated being here in Korea is everybody really interacts with each other when they like just talking to each other more a little bit. You know, when you're walk into a restaurant, into a store, everybody always says hello. It's really nice. So just being more social, I think, could really help a lot of people.
So you said it's about health, right?
Well, my channel is, but this doesn't have to be about health.
Okay. So I think when people, because in this day and age, it's controlled by the media, right?
Okay.
Everyone is consuming some type of media, right? And when they see the people who are, I guess, outputted by the media, that forms a social construct of health, right? So like what people perceive to be healthy is what the media, I guess, the media machine feeds you, right?
Okay. But that's not necessarily true. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But do you think sometimes that socialness can come with like superficiality or fakeness at all?
You know what? Maybe, but like I found like it just gives a lot more friendliness, you know,
Okay,
to the
cool.
situation. Just like acknowledging other people, not just kind of ignoring people while you walk by. So
Okay.
it brings more friendliness around the area. I find.
So you would say other places in the world they're not willing to socialize, or
Like some places, everybody's always really interested in what they're doing. They got a lot going on, but like if you can just stop, take a moment, say hi to everybody else. I think it's just a nice sign.
cool.
So basically, what the media feeds you, it's an unrealistic ideal of what a healthy person looks like and acts. That's
Fantastic. Okay.
Right, I got nothing for you. Next question.
Next question. All right. Next question is it's 그러면 사람이 왜 우울하거나 아프기 시작할까요?
이제 뭐 아무래도 요즘은 또 다른 사람들의 인생살이를 쉽게 알 수 있다 보니까 남과 비교하게 되는 것도 있고 또 많은 사람들과 교류할 수 있게 되다 보니까 거기서 밀려오는 뭐 피로나 여러 가지 감정적인 요인들 때문에 좀 우울감이나 무력감을 느끼는 것 같아요.
아 그러면 SNS 이런 것 때문에도 큰 문제가 되겠네요.
네, 확실히 이제 장단점이 있는 것 같아요. 네.
사람이 왜 우울해지거나 아파진다고 생각하세요?
쉼이 없어서?
쉼이 없다. 쉬는 것.
저도 그렇게 생각.
그래요. rest가 없다. Okay. Why do people get sick or depressed?
That's a crazy question too.
Crazy, right? Wild.
Maybe sick or depressed.
Maybe
no, not
hungry. But I think depressed, sad. Maybe lack of money.
lack of money.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Eh,
Why do people get sick or depressed?
Sick because just lack of hygiene and that, right?
Okay. Lack of hygiene.
maybe haven't sleep enough.
Not enough sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the best way to to heal yourself or not get sick or not be depressed? Sleep more or make more money? What do you think?
Sleep more and get some delicious food.
Dessert food.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Junk food?
Yes, or maybe just meet with my friends.
Meet with your friends. Okay, I like that answer.
Depressed, I think they
Able to live up to the social constructs of society.
Okay.
so their inability to, I guess, match that social construct of a healthy, positive lifestyle leads to profound feelings of sadness and like helplessness, which is like it spirals down and you become depressed.
Okay, so I guess what you guys are saying in general terms is like the comparison, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Sick or depressed? Well, personally, I feel like I'm more of an extrovert person, so I find like it's really refreshing to go out with friends and like I'm saying, like maybe talk to people instead of being like cocooned in your own kind of world. Remember to go outside, go for a walk, get some fresh air. You know, I think.
I don't know why my cameraman's laughing.
Is that not funny?
좀 비춰줘요. 다가오면 한번 비춰. 좀 앞으로 오세요.
No, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, you know, get outside, enjoy the nice weather. You know, don't just get too obsessed with your own thing. You know,
Okay.
remember to say hi to other people.
Gotcha. Then why do you think people get sick or depressed?
Well, that's a very complicated question.
So I guess you're saying people are so stuck in their own mind that they get sick or depressed? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, you can really like overthink a lot of things if you're too focused on one thing. I get a little bit of tunnel vision if I'm really stressed about work, you know, or
Got
family
it.
stuff.
Got it.
But
So have more balance is kind of what you're saying.
exactly, remember that there's a lot more going on out there.
So widen your horizon, have some balance.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because, you know, when you say why do you think people get sick or depressed, you have to pay attention to the fact that people get sick and depressed for different reasons. But of course there are a lot of like underlying themes that you have to pay attention to, namely like overwork is a big part of it. Actually, there's a South Korean philosopher based out of Germany that writes a lot about this. His book, The Burnout Society, Psychopolitics, Neoliberalism, and New Tools of Oppression, goes into this quite a bit and talks about how our current like economic and political system leads to people becoming sick and depressed and burnt out.
Wow, I think you're giving the most juicy answers out of any interview. Okay, so let's see. 사람이 왜 우울해지거나 아파지는 것 같습니까?
여러 가지 문제가 있다고 생각하는데 일단은 몸이 건강하지 못한 게 제일 큰 것 같아요. 뭐 컨디션이 많이 안 좋으면 예민해지고 그러니까 저도 이제 우울하고 그럴 때 운동이나 뭐 아니면 산책하거나 햇빛을 쬐거나 뭐 먹을 걸 좀 잘 챙겨 먹는다거나 그런 식으로 좀 많이 극복을 했거든요.
네네.
네.
그러면 건강해지려면 뭐 운동하고 햇빛을 좀 보고 그런 식인가요? 어떻게 건강해져요 사람이?
그렇게 말하고 싶긴 한데 좀 너무 뻔해서 제가 좀 좋았던 거는 좀 요즘 느낌으로 말하면 GPT하고 상담을 많이 했어요. 네.
AI랑.
네, AI랑 이제 심리 상담가한테 막 하는 거는 뭔가 좀 오히려 약간 부담스럽기도 하고 돈도 들고 하니까 그냥 별 생각 없이 누워서 계속 이렇게 얘기하다 보니까 오히려 되게 뭔가 되게 잘 들어주더라고요. 해결책도 잘 내주고.
오히려 사람보다 그죠?
네.
그래요. 그러면 자연은 우리 삶에 어떤 역할을 가져야 하냐?
자연? 소중히 해야 된다?
소중히 해야 된다. 의견 없으셔도 돼요.
네,
자연.
잘 모르겠어요.
역할이요?
그러니까 우리가 자연은 왜 있냐? 약간 이런 느낌이죠. 우리한테는 왜 중요하냐?
자연에서 저희가 나왔으니까 좀 멀리하면 좀 우울해지는 것 같아요.
지켜야 된다는 말만.
그래요.
항상 그래서 한국이 좋은 게 이제 주변에 나무가 많고 산도 많고 하니까 그런 게 좀 좋은 것 같아요.
오케이, 그래요. 그러니까 자연은 사람 삶에서 어떤 역할을 해야 되냐? 자연은 왜 존재하냐?
자연은 아무래도 이제 사람을 위한 도구로 보는 거는 좀 안 좋다고 생각을 해요. 물론 이제 저희가 편의 시설을 누리고 하는 건 좋을 순 있겠다마는 저희가 이제 그걸 위해서 자연을 파괴하면은 저희한테도 악영향이기도 하고 자연은 이제 너무 상업적으로 이용하지 않았으면은 하네요. 저는
너무 산업적으로 이용을 안 했으면 한다. 그러면 좀 더 좋은 모습이 어떤 모습일까요? 약간 존중을 더 한다?
네. 그래 아무래도 약간 이제 아마존이나 이런 곳이 약간 지구의 폐 이렇게 표현을 하는데 거기도 이제 돈이나 이런 이익적인 목적으로 다 나무를 밀어버리고 하니까 그래도 약간 최소한의 선 같은 거는 있어야 되지 않을까.
그래요. What role does nature play in our lives? Like, is nature important? Is nature not important?
Quite important.
Yes.
Why do you think so?
Because I like hiking and
Okay.
climbing. Yeah.
Yes, and when you get into the forest or something, you will feel very happy or very comfortable. Yeah.
What role do you think nature should play in our lives? Is it important? Is it not important?
What do you mean by nature?
I mean, I guess you could just say the trees. I mean, you could say the mountains. I don't know. I mean, just when you think nature, whatever comes to mind.
Well, because that's a complicated question.
What role should nature play in one's life?
because nature can also mean like how do we interact with one another. 'Cause
Yeah, it could be inner nature.
there's like a natural way for humans to interact. There's a natural way that society is organized. If it's just a matter of like trees and nature, I mean, you could just introduce like, you know, more trees and access to nature within our everyday lives, but you also have to pay attention to the fact that our natural ways of interacting with each other have been corrupted by our economic and political system.
Okay, and how should we start to fix that? How we naturally interact with each other? Because no one has talked about that inner nature till now.
That's a difficult question.
I think it plays a pretty big part of my life. At least I've always grown up with pets, so like taking care of them, going on walks. I'm a dog guy, so
Me too, yeah.
yeah, always making sure, like having a dog, of course, is like another part of your family, but also reminds you to like take them outside, walk them. So it's a nice excuse to like make sure you're staying active as
detach.
well, not just being behind the computer screen all day.
All right. Well, what's your name?
I'm Scott.
Scott Eugene. Nice to
Eugene,
meet you.
nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
for that.
How should we fix that?
Or like, how should a person who's been living very unnaturally when interacting with other people? Where do they start? What's the first step?
Well, I hate to recommend another book, but I'm a book guy. But there's this book by a Canadian philosopher, John Russin. He goes into how we can understand human experience and how that develops into neuroses and problems with our interactions with others. And largely his solution is that you have to understand life through a philosophical lens, and you have to critically analyze your upbringing and how that led to the creation of your habits in how you interact with people.
Fantastic. This is the deepest participant we've interviewed yet. My last question is, what's your biggest worry?
Biggest worry.
Biggest worry.
Oh,
마지막 질문은 제일 큰 걱정.
이제 앞으로 어떻게 살아가야 될지, 무슨 일을 해야 될까 그런 거.
오케이, 그럼 약간 미래에 대한 걱정.
미래에 대한 걱정인 것 같아요.
제일 큰 걱정이 뭐예요?
제일 큰 걱정이요. 대학교 졸업할 수 있을까요?
감사합니다.
하고 싶은 게 있어서 다니고는 있는데 그 길이 맞는지 모르겠다는.
그럼 똑같이 미래에 대한 걱정. 그래요. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
그럼 마지막 질문은 제일 큰 걱정.
돈.
돈. 오케이, 그래요.
뭐는 많이 벌어야 되는데 이제 돈 때문에 좀 여러 가지. 그러니까 돈이 부족하면 내가 하기 싫은 걸 해야 되고 선택권이 줄어드니까 그게 힘들어서.
그러면 제일 약간 이상적인 상황이 하고 싶은 거를 하면서 돈 걱정이 없는 거겠죠?
그쵸. 네. 나의 선택의 자유가 있고 경제적인 자유라기보다는 시간의 자유가 있는 거. 네.
그래요. 감사합니다.
네. 감사합니다.
And then my last question is, what are your biggest worries? Or what's your biggest worry?
Your dog. My dog.
Okay, him it's his dog. That understandable.
My worries about his dog.
About his dog. Okay, come on. Okay, other than your dog, what's your biggest worry? The last question is, what is your biggest worry?
Oh man. How much time do we have?
As much time as you want.
My biggest worry with society?
Anything, just like what comes to mind. What do you worry-
America.
America. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have you saw the news? Yeah, they kidnapped the president. That doesn't sound too good.
So they just sound like international gangsters.
Yeah. That's
Okay, fantastic.
I guess I'd say climate change at this point.
Climate change. Okay, so how the world, the environment, and Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you very much.
it's hard to see.
Hard to say.
Yeah, because I haven't think about this question. Maybe I need to find my favorite city of the world because I still looking for it.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
not quite sure what your biggest worry is.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess the way the world's heading, like it's chaos. Like the powerful people, they're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Okay, so people in power are abusing this power.
I guess so. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
maybe I think if from the small perspective,
Okay.
My worry is about the healthy life and body. Yeah,
Okay.
but from the big perspective, I think maybe is the environment and the planet. Yes.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, thank you so much. What role should nature play in our lives? Like, how should we treat nature?
How should we treat nature?
Like, is it important? Is it not important?
Bro, nature is important because it makes up our entire earth, right? If we're not connected to nature and we're more connected to this industrialized society, we feel empty.
Okay, so without nature, we're empty.
So I recently read this poem by T.S. Eliot. It's called Hollow Men, right?
Okay.
And in that poem, it talks about, it compares modernity to a wasteland.
Wow.
That's a
Like the modern landscape.
the modern urban landscape. And so that's actually a metaphor for, or that nature is like, it's a metaphor for our society, right? So I guess if you treat nature, why is she laughing at me? Man? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so wait, that was very interesting though. So I guess just from hearing the title, Hollow Men, it's like we're not involved with important things and we're just like a empty packaging, or?
And so I also read this poem called Journey of the Magi by T.S. Eliot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and in it uses similar natural metaphors. I think he uses the vocabulary a temperate valley, which it's meant to, I don't know if you're familiar, but it's referring to the Garden of Eden, which is like paradise, right?
Wow.
So that's nature, right? So I guess so your question was, how do you treat nature?
Yeah.
I guess the way you perceive nature, you can see it as, I guess, a microcosm of our society, right? So if you treat nature well, you'll be happy.
In other words, since we're treating nature poorly, our society is kind of developed in a poor way.
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic. Do like a little interview with you?
Sure.
All right. 여기 앞에서 찍고. So, yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and I was just wanting to ask just like a few simple questions.
Okay.
So, I guess number one would be like, 그 혹시 제가 채널 운영하고 있는데 인터뷰 질문 몇 개 알려드릴 수 있어요? 그냥 약간 좀 철학적이고 좀 단순한. 막 그렇게 어렵지는 않아요.
시간 잠깐 있으세요? 저
괜찮습니까?
이상한 사람 아니에요.
괜찮겠습니까? 그래요. 그러면
햇빛 따뜻하게.
제가 이쪽으로 앉을게요. 이쪽 앞으로 찍어주세요. 오케이. 그러면 오케이 준비됐어요? 오케이. 그러면 일단 첫 번째 질문. 혹시 몇 가지 질문만 해도 되나요? 한 5가지 질문?
네.
오케이. 한번 설명해 주세요. 그러면 일단 첫 번째 질문은, 그러면 일단 찍어도 되는 거죠? 네. 그래요. 그럼 일단 좀 햇빛 쪽으로 나오시고, 일단 첫 번째, 아직도 좀 그늘에 있어가지고. 첫 번째 질문은, Hey, do you guys speak English?
Yes.
Do you mind if I record you for my channel? I have 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
It's okay? Okay. 한번 들어주시고. Let's see. First, excuse me, where are you guys from?
Australia.
Australia. Do you guys mind if I ask you 5 questions for my channel?
Cool.
It's okay? All right. First. Come on, just do it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, great. First question is, excuse me, I have a channel. Could I ask you guys 5 questions for my channel? Is it okay?
I guess so.
Okay, sure. Maybe come into the sunlight. Is it okay if you participate too?
You can.
Oh, just him. Okay. Okay, so first question is...